What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Black Sabbath as we continue through the 1970 album Paranoid. Thank you as always to Han Solo, and the next track is Electric Funeral, which I don't quite know what to make of. Certainly there's a bit of, I don't know, poetic is the right word, but yeah, there's definitely a bit of a literary flavor to it, and yet, of course, electric and funeral are not two words you would necessarily associate with each other, so I wonder if this is a way to refer to electrocution, perhaps. So, yeah, I'll keep my ears open and see what I can catch. Let's give it a listen. This is Black Sabbath. The tune is Electric Funeral, and it's from their 1970 album Paranoid. I did actually think it was going to go into that faster section again, where it really sort of changed the rhythm and the percussive scheme and got a bit more intense. As it turns out, though, it was more like that was the middle section, and then the opening and the closing sections were similar in sonic form. And indeed, those sections, the slower, more plodding parts of the track, definitely feel kind of like a funeral march, and not just for any one person, but for many people, for the entire planet. So yeah, like it starts and talking about like the storms gathering. I'm like, oh, what, like a lightning strike maybe, and then it's like, oh wait, they're talking about nuclear apocalypse. They're talking about a large-scale exchange of nuclear weapons, and making graphic reference to what that would mean, the obliteration of structures and buildings, the vaporization of any creatures, including humans, unfortunate enough to be close to the blast zone because of the intense heat and blast wave. And then even if you're farther away, the radiation, the charged particles, the ionizing radiation, which of course causes severe problems for our DNA and thus for our bodily organs and for the planet overall, which, not to get into nuclear winter and so on, but a large enough exchange and it would catastrophically destroy our environment. And while in 1970 that may be less common subject matter, certainly a lot of songs from the 80s, like the mid 80s, they do reference that. I'm thinking right away of 2 Minutes to Midnight and some other tracks that were basically saying we're right on the edge of insanity and global annihilation. But I think that's the vision here, this dark apocalyptic vision of humanity's propensity to violence, territoriality, and destructive impulses, which on a massive global scale and with the technology of an industrial atomic society can be something which would not be able to be reversed, or at the very least would take a very long time to get past and to begin building again. So I think that's what's happening here. I do think also, though, there's a bit of a supernatural apocalyptic vision grafted onto it, the idea of what would happen to wicked souls. And again, I think it's cast in this sort of, not millenarian, but this vision of it would be the fulfillment of religious teleology and so on. So yes, and in that way, maybe again, sort of building off this idea of paranoia and what it is to be paranoid, and the idea that if we humans fall prey to our own conceit, our own recklessness, and our own folly, this is the type of vision that awaits us. And it wouldn't be local, it wouldn't be regional, it would be truly global. So, yeah, that's what I took away from it. Maybe I'm misfiring on some of that. I will let the song digest more as I re-listen to it. Obviously, I look forward to any insights people have. But yeah, heavy and plodding and dark, and then it sort of explodes, maybe, again, playing off of the idea of, the doom before nuclear holocaust, electrical funeral, and there was a line in there, electric funeral pyre, but then the explosion, the blast, the heat, the radiation, and then the dark, nuclear winter and apocalyptic vision or post-apocalyptic vision that would follow that. So maybe there's something to the structure of the track too. Either way, a cool tune and one I enjoyed experiencing and thinking about. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.